Goodbye proteinuria, 3 drinks seniors MUST have, and 4 you should in EVER touch. Think about your routine this morning. Did you look into the toilet bowl and notice a layer of stubborn foamy bubbles that just would not go away? Perhaps you struggled to put on your shoes because your ankles felt unusually tight, or you woke up with heavy dark circles under your eyes, despite sleeping through the night. Most people in their 60s dismiss these signs as just another part of getting older. They think a bit of back pain or waking up 3 times a night to use the bathroom is normal. But I am here to tell you that these are not just signs of aging. They are a red alert that your kidneys are under massive stress. When you see foam in your urine, it means your GFR is likely dropping and precious protein is leaking out of your body because your filters are failing to hold it back. I am Dr. Matthias from Kidney Health 365. I see so many patients who have been told by their doctors to just drink more water or cut back on salt, yet they are never warned about the toxic liquids they consume every single morning that are literally melting their kidney function away. A significant study tracking over 2,500 adults found that those who regularly consumed certain processed beverages had a 45% higher risk of developing chronic kidney disease compared to those who chose renal safe alternatives. This simple lack of awareness is why so many seniors end up on a dialysis machine unnecessarily. If you continue to ignore this leakage, your creatinine will continue to climb until the damage becomes irreversible. However, there is hope. By changing what you pour into your glass, you can actually begin to seal those leaks. It all starts with understanding exactly what is happening inside your body when those vital proteins begin to slip away. To understand the gravity of your situation, I want you to visualize your kidneys as a pair of incredibly sophisticated coffee filters. In a healthy body, these filters are so fine that they only let through the watery waste while keeping the large valuable protein molecules safely in your blood. These proteins are like the liquid gold your body needs to maintain muscle fight infections and repair tissues. However, when your kidneys are under constant attack from high blood pressure or toxic drinks, the delicate mesh of that filter begins to stretch and tear. When these tears occur, protein starts to leak through and ends up in your urine. This is why you see those persistent foamy bubbles in the toilet bowl. It is not just a cosmetic issue, it is a sign that your biological LILC is failing. This condition, known medically as albuminuria, is a primary indicator of kidney disease progression. According to the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases at nid.ni.gov, having protein in your urine means you are at a much higher risk for heart disease and total kidney failure. Every time you see that foam, imagine your body's precious resources slipping away because the filter is too damaged to hold them back. If you do not act quickly to V or patch these holes through better hydration and nutrition, the damage will become permanent. The first step in repairing this filter is identifying the specific liquids that act like acid on your kidney's delicate mesh, starting with 4 common drinks that many of you might have in your kitchen right now. Energy drinks are marketed as a quick way to reclaim your youthful stamina, promising an immediate boost in focus and physical performance. For many seniors who struggle with afternoon fatigue, these brightly colored cans seem like a harmless pick-me-up to help you get through your daily walk or play with your grandkids. However, the mechanism behind this artificial energy is a direct assault on your kidneys. These drinks are packed with massive doses of caffeine and synthetic taurine, which force your heart to pump harder and your blood pressure to skyrocket. This sudden surge in pressure hits your delicate renal filters like a tidal wave, causing immediate strain on the nephrons. Most dangerously, the high sugar content, sometimes up to 20 teaspoons per, can trigger a massive release of insulin, which further inflames the kidney tissues. According to a clinical review found at the National Center for Biotechnology Information at ncbi.nelm.ni.gov, the excessive consumption of energy drinks has been linked to cases of acute kidney injury where the kidneys suddenly stop filtering waste because they're overwhelmed by the chemical load. The risks are especially high for those over 55 who may already have undiagnosed stage 1 or 2 kidney disease. If you are taking medication for blood pressure or heart issues, these drinks can cause dangerous interactions leading to severe dehydration and electrolyte imbalances. The concentrated level of vitamins like B12 in these drinks might also seem healthy, but in such extreme amounts they can actually contribute to kidney stone formation in sensitive individuals. In terms of the best advice for your renal health is to avoid these drinks entirely. If you truly need a boost, seek out natural sources of energy like complex carbohydrates or a small piece of fruit that won't spike your insulin. Instead of these chemical cocktails, consider a recipe variation, like a glass of cold water infused with fresh cucumber and mint. This provides a refreshing wake-up for your senses, while actually hydrating your filters instead of stripping them of moisture. As a precaution, if you experience heart palpitations or a sudden change in urine color after consuming these drinks, you should contact your doctor immediately. If you have used energy drinks to stay awake in the past, please comment with a 1. If you have always avoided them, comment with a 0. While energy drinks shock your system with caffeine, our next liquid enemy destroys your kidneys through silent dehydration and a steady rise in blood pressure.
Alcoholic drinks are often viewed as a way to unwind after a long day or as a social lubricant during family gatherings and celebrations. For many seniors, a glass of wine or a cold beer is a deeply ingrained habit, sometimes even encouraged by old myths, suggesting that moderate drinking is a shortcut to heart health and longevity. The mechanism by which alcohol impacts your kidneys is primarily through systemic dehydration and the disruption of hormone balance. Alcohol acts as a potent diuretic, which forces your kidneys to flush out more water than they are taking in. This process leaves your blood thick and concentrated with toxins, making it much harder for your renal filters to perform their job. Furthermore, alcohol interferes with the antidiuretic hormone, or ADH, which tells your kidneys how much water to hold on to. When this hormone is suppressed, your kidneys become confused and begin to dump vital fluids while retaining harmful waste products. According to data provided by the National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org, chronic alcohol consumption is a leading cause of high blood pressure, which is the second most common reason for total kidney failure in the United States. The constant strain of processing ethanol also creates oxidative stress, which slowly scars the delicate tissues of the nephrons over time. The risks and limits are particularly strict for those over 55, as aging kidneys already have a reduced ability to process toxins. If you are already dealing with proteinuria or a low GFR, even moderate alcohol consumption can cause your blood pressure to spike dangerously, further tearing the leaky filters we discussed earlier. Individuals taking medications for diabetes or hypertension should be especially cautious, as alcohol can dangerously amplify or negate the effects of these life-saving drugs. For the best how-to results, the most kidney-safe approach is to limit intake to special occasions or eliminate it entirely. If you do choose to have a drink, always follow it with at least 2 full glasses of plain water to counteract the dehydration. A great recipe variation for social settings is a sparkling pomegranate mocktail, made with seltzer water and a splash of pure pomegranate juice. This provides a festive, tart flavor, rich in antioxidants that actually help fight inflammation rather than causing it. As a precaution, if you find yourself needing a drink to fall asleep, realize that this habit is likely harming your kidney's overnight detoxification cycle. If you have already reduced your alcohol intake for your health, please comment with a 1. If you still enjoy a regular drink, comment with a 0, while alcohol dries out your system. Our next drink is a common household staple that hides a surprising amount of minerals that can clog your renal filters. Dairy milk has been marketed for decades as the essential source of calcium for strong bones, a message that resonates deeply with the senior community. For many over 55, a tall glass of milk or adding cream to morning coffee feels like a healthy necessity to prevent osteoporosis and maintain strength as we age. The mechanism that makes dairy milk a hidden challenge for your kidneys involves its high levels of phosphorus and the acid-ash effect. While your body needs some phosphorus, failing kidneys struggle to remove the excess. When phosphorus levels build up in the blood, it actually pulls calcium out of your bones, the exact opposite of what you want, and causes that calcium to deposit in your soft tissues and kidneys, leading to painful stones and hardened arteries. Furthermore, dairy is a significant source of animal protein, which produces high amounts of metabolic acid. Your kidneys must work overtime to neutralize this acid to keep your blood pH stable. According to a study published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases, high dietary phosphorus intake is strongly associated with a faster decline in GFR among individuals with existing kidney sensitivity. When your filters are already leaky, the heavy mineral load in dairy milk acts like fine sand being forced through a delicate silk screen, causing micro tears and increasing proteinuria. The risks are highest for those already diagnosed with stage 3 kidney disease or higher. If your lab results show elevated phosphorus or potassium, dairy can be a direct contributor to cardiovascular strain. Many seniors also develop lactose intolerance, which causes gut inflammation that further stresses the immune system and the kidneys. For the best how-to results, consider substituting dairy with kidney-friendly plant milks. When choosing, look for unsweetened versions and check the label specifically for calcium phosphate or potassium additives. A great recipe variation is making your own almond or rice milk at home. Homemade rice milk is naturally low in phosphorus and potassium, providing a creamy texture for your cereal without the mineral overload. As a precaution, always consult your renal dietitian before switching to a milk substitute, as some brands are fortified with hidden minerals that can be just as harmful as dairy, while dairy clogs your filters with minerals. Our next liquid enemy uses sugar to trigger a cascade of inflammation that destroys your nephrons from the inside out. Sugary beverages, including sodas, sweetened bottled teas, and processed fruit juices, are some of the most widely consumed drinks in the American diet. For many seniors, a cold soda with lunch or a sweet tea in the afternoon is a comforting habit that provides a quick burst of flavor and a momentary energy lift. The mechanism that makes these drinks so destructive to your kidneys is the high concentration of high fructose corn syrup. Unlike other sugars, fructose is processed almost entirely in the liver, where it triggers the production of uric acid. High levels of uric acid are toxic to your kidneys. They cause systemic inflammation and lead to the formation of urate crystals that can scar the delicate renal tubules. This process is a leading driver of chronic kidney disease and gout. Moreover, the massive sugar spike causes your blood vessels to stiffen and narrow, a condition called endothelial dysfunction, which reduces the blood flow your kidneys need to stay alive. Research from the NHANES study, cited at kidney.org, shows that individuals who drink 2 or more sugary sodas per day have a significantly higher prevalence of albuminuria, the very protein leakage we are trying to stop. These drinks are essentially liquid inflammation that forces your kidneys to work in a toxic, high-pressure environment. The risks are particularly severe for seniors with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. Sugary drinks cause rapid spikes in blood glucose that directly damage the tiny blood vessels in the kidneys, leading to diabetic nephropathy. If you are already noticing foamy urine, these drinks are like adding fuel to a fire, accelerating the destruction of your remaining healthy nephrons. For the best how-to results, the goal is a total transition towards zero-sugar hydration. If you crave carbonation, switch to plain sparkling water with a squeeze of fresh lime. For a healthy recipe variation, try brewing a large pot of hibiscus tea and chilling it. Hibiscus is naturally tart, calorie-free, and has been shown in some studies to help naturally lower blood pressure, providing a double benefit for your renal system. As a precaution, be wary of diet sodas as well. While they lack sugar, their phosphoric acid and artificial sweeteners can still irritate the bladder and kidneys. We have identified the enemies that tear your renal filters apart. But now it is time to focus on the heroes, the 3 drinks that can actually help VA and repair your kidneys. Homemade lemonade is a refreshing, time-honored drink that offers much more than just a burst of citrus flavor. For many seniors over 55, this simple beverage can become a primary tool in maintaining a clean and efficient renal system. Unlike the processed, store-bought versions filled with artificial colors and high fructose corn syrup, true homemade lemonade is a potent elixir that helps keep your liquid gold flowing smoothly. The mechanism that makes homemade lemonade so beneficial for your kidneys is its high concentration of natural citrate. Citrate is a powerful molecule that performs 2 critical roles in renal health. First, it acts like a biological magnet, binding with calcium in your urine to prevent it from hooking onto oxalates. This process effectively stops the formation of calcium oxalate stones, which are the most common and painful type of kidney stones. Second, citrate helps to slightly alkalize your urine. When your urine is less acidic, it creates a much friendlier environment for your renal filters, reducing the overall stress on your nephrons. According to clinical data provided by the University of California, San Diego Health at health.ucsd.edu, lemonade therapy has been shown to significantly increase urinary citrate levels, which is a cornerstone in preventing recurrent stone formation. By drinking fresh lemon water, you are essentially providing your kidneys with a natural cleaning service that sweeps away mineral debris before it can crystallize and cause damage. The risks and limits are minimal, but important to note. Because lemons are acidic before they are metabolized, drinking large amounts of undiluted lemon juice can potentially wear down tooth enamel. It is also important for those on strict potassium-restricted diets to remember that lemons do contain a small amount of this mineral, though it is generally considered safe for most stages of kidney health when consumed in moderation. For the best how-to results, use the juice of half a fresh lemon squeezed into 8 to 10 ounces of room temperature or lukewarm water. Avoid using boiling water, as extreme heat can destroy some of the beneficial vitamin C and enzymes. The best time to drink this is first thing in the morning on an empty stomach to jumpstart your internal detoxification process. For a healing recipe variation, try adding a few slices of fresh ginger or a sprig of mint. Ginger adds a powerful anti-inflammatory kick that further supports blood flow to the kidneys, while mint helps soothe the digestive tract. Always remember to use a straw if you have sensitive teeth and avoid adding any white sugar or honey, as glucose spikes will cancel out the anti-inflammatory benefits. As a precaution, if you are taking medications like potassium-sparing diuretics, always double-check with your healthcare provider about your daily citrus intake. If you already start your day with a glass of lemon water, please comment with a 1. If you have never tried it, comment with a 0. While lemonade cleanses your system, our next drink provides a deep-reaching antioxidant shield that helps stop the leakage of protein at the source. Green tea has been celebrated for centuries as a cornerstone of longevity and vitality, particularly in Asian cultures. For American seniors over 55, this humble leaf offers a powerful, low-calorie alternative to sugary sodas and heavy dairy. It is not just a soothing beverage. It is a concentrated source of specialized phytonutrients that act as a biological protective layer for your internal organs. The mechanism that makes green tea a hero for kidney health lies in its unique polyphenols, specifically a compound called epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG. This potent antioxidant is like a repair kit for your renal system. When your kidneys are under stress, they produce harmful free radicals that attack the delicate membranes of your URINE lock or filters. EGCG seeks out these free radicals and neutralizes them before they can cause scarring. Furthermore, green tea has been shown to reduce systemic inflammation, which is the primary driver of protein leakage. By lowering the inflammatory markers in your blood, green tea helps the tiny blood vessels in your nephrons stay flexible and strong. According to a comprehensive study published in the International Journal of Nephrology and Renovascular Disease at ncbi.nlm.nih.gov, regular green tea consumption is associated with a significantly lower risk of developing proteinuria. Essentially, the compounds in green tea act like a biological glue that helps stabilize the filtration barrier, making it harder for precious protein to slip through into your urine. The risks and limits are primarily related to caffeine and oxalate content. While green tea has much less caffeine than coffee, drinking it in excessive amounts late at night might interfere with your sleep. Additionally, since green tea contains moderate levels of oxalates, those prone to kidney stones should stick to 2 or 3 cups per day rather than drinking it by the gallon. For the best how-to results, always brew your tea from high-quality loose leaves or sachets, using water that is just below the boiling point. Steeping for 3 to 5 minutes allows for the maximum release of EGCG without making the tea overly bitter. To maximize the absorption of the antioxidants, add a small squeeze of lemon juice, as the vitamin C helps your body utilize the tea's polyphenols more efficiently. For a refreshing recipe variation, try cold brew green tea. Simply place tea bags in a pitcher of room temperature water and let it sit in the refrigerator for 6 hours. This method results in a smoother, sweeter flavor with less caffeine and fewer tannins. As a precaution, if you are taking blood thinners or have a severe iron deficiency, consult your doctor, as green tea can occasionally interfere with the absorption of certain medications, while green tea provides an antioxidant shield. Our next drink is a morning favorite that offers a surprising defense against the long-term progression of kidney disease. Black coffee is the morning ritual of millions across America, providing the necessary spark to start the day with clarity and focus. For many seniors, the thought of giving up their coffee due to a kidney diagnosis is heartbreaking. However, modern science has flipped the script on this morning staple, revealing that when consumed correctly, black coffee is actually a powerful ally in the fight against chronic kidney disease. The mechanism behind coffee's protective effects involves its rich profile of bioactive compounds, including chlorogenic acids and melanoidins. These are not just stimulants. They are powerful anti-inflammatory agents that help reduce oxidative stress throughout the entire body. When you consume black coffee, these compounds help to improve the health of your endothelium, the lining of your blood vessels. This is crucial because healthy blood flow is the lifeblood of your kidneys. Furthermore, coffee acts as a mild vasodilator, meaning it helps to open up blood vessels, which can actually help lower the pressure inside the kidney's filtration units over time. A major meta-analysis involving over 200,000 participants, as reported by the National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org, found that daily coffee drinkers had a 14% lower risk of developing chronic kidney disease compared to non-drinkers. This is a massive statistic that proves your morning cup might be doing a lot more than just waking you up. It is actively defending your GFR. The risks and limits are almost entirely dependent on what you add to your coffee. The benefits are specific to black coffee. Once you add cream, sugar, or flavored syrups, you introduce the very toxins, phosphorus, and fructose that we are trying to avoid. Additionally, if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, the temporary spike in heart rate from caffeine might be a concern, so moderation is key. For the best how-to results, aim for 1 to 2 cups of high-quality, organic black coffee per day. Using a paper filter when brewing is recommended, as it removes certain oily compounds, called cafestol, that can raise cholesterol levels. Drink your coffee early in the day to ensure it does not disrupt your overnight healing sleep. For a kidney-safe recipe variation, try adding a dash of Ceylon cinnamon. Cinnamon adds a natural sweetness without the need for sugar and provides its own set of blood sugar stabilizing benefits, making it the perfect partner for your renal health journey. As a precaution, if you suffer from acid reflux or have an extremely sensitive bladder, you might consider a low-acid roast to enjoy the benefits without the digestive irritation. If you drink your coffee black, please comment with a 1. If you still use cream and sugar, comment with a 0. We have covered the heroes and the villains of the beverage world. But before you make these drinks a permanent part of your routine, there are a few critical safety boundaries we must discuss to ensure you are protecting your health the right way. While the 3 hero drinks we discussed, lemonade, green tea, and black coffee, offer incredible benefits, they are only effective when used within specific safety boundaries. For seniors over 55, the most important rule is moderation. Even healthy drinks can become a burden if consumed in excess. For instance, too much caffeine from coffee or tea can lead to a temporary spike in blood pressure and jitteriness, which actually increases the workload on your renal filters. According to guidelines from the Mayo Clinic at mayoclinic.org, most adults should limit caffeine intake to no more than 400 milligrams a day. But for those with existing kidney concerns, staying well below that limit is often safer. Another critical warning involves hidden additives. The healing power of these drinks is completely neutralized if you add refined sugar, artificial sweeteners, or high phosphorus creamers. These additives act like toxins that reopen the tears in your leaky filters. Furthermore, you must be mindful of your total fluid allowance. If your doctor has placed you on a specific fluid restriction due to advanced stage kidney disease or heart failure, you must fit these hero drinks within that daily limit. Always remember that these suggestions are for educational purposes and are not a substitute for professional medical advice. It is vital to consult with your nephrologist or renal dietitian before making significant changes to your intake, especially if you are taking blood thinners or blood pressure medications. By respecting these precautions, you turn these beverages into a true medicine for your body. Now, let us bring everything together into a concrete plan that you can start using today to clear your urine and protect your future. We have traveled a vital path today, uncovering how simple choices in your glass can either tear or repair your delicate renal filters. Remember, by eliminating the 4 liquid villains like soda and energy drinks, and embracing our 3 heroes, homemade lemonade, green tea, and black coffee, you are providing your kidneys with the citrate and antioxidants they need to stop the leakage of precious protein. These are not just drinks. They are tools to patch your leaky filters and lower the toxic burden on your body. However, you must realize that kidney problems often progress silently. By the time severe symptoms appear, the internal damage may already be difficult to reverse. Every foamy bubble you see in the morning is a signal that your kidneys are under pressure right now. That is why starting today matters. Waiting even a week to change your habits could mean allowing more nephrons to become permanently scarred. You have the power to stop this progression before it reaches a point of no return. I want you to feel encouraged because your body is remarkably resilient. Even small, consistent changes can lead to significant improvements in how you feel and how your kidneys function. You are not alone on this journey. And every healthy sip you take is a victory for your future. I challenge you to the 7-day Clear Water Challenge. For the next week, replace just 1 sugary or alcoholic drink with a glass of fresh lemon water or green tea. Monitor your urine and see if the foam begins to subside. Please keep in mind that this information is for educational purposes only and does not replace professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor or a renal dietitian before making major dietary changes. If you found this guide helpful, please subscribe to Kidney Health 365 and turn on notifications to join our community. To learn more about the specific foods that complement these drinks, watch our next video on foamy urine 4 fruits and daily habits to protect your kidneys starting today. I am Dr. Matthias, and I will see you in the next episode.